Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've posted a video, but I'm back with an awesome collaboration with Terran from Concretecraft and Noé from Noéhammer. The idea is that we all sculpt something and then send it off to someone else to be painted. We wanted to sculpt something in the same theme, so we needed something to draw inspiration from. We decided to each sculpt a monster from this painting. The painting is called Saul and the Witch of Endor by Jacob Cornelis van Oostzane. The reason I can so perfectly pronounce the name of the artist is because he was born basically a bike ride away from where I was born. It's kind of crazy to look at this painting full of witches, demons and monsters, and then to realize that this person lived in the same area as I did, only 500 years earlier. This painting coincides with the witch trials held in the Netherlands. I'm so happy that there aren't any of these crazy conspiracy people around these days.
He is a lie. He is not 1/1 what the Creator is. To hell with the devil. Straight to the pit with Satan. Down with Satan in the name of Jesus Christ. Get behind me, Satan. Down with the devil. Down with the fraud. Get out of the road. Get behind me. You understand that? Get out of the road, New World Order. Get out of my mind. Get out of my free will. Get out of my way.
Yeah. Let's just start sculpting. Looking over the painting to see what I would choose to sculpt, I saw this. A witch on a flying, fire-breathing goat. So yeah, I obviously chose to sculpt this one. As always, I started with the armature. Since the goat is flying, I had to think of a way to make it stand off the ground. I am not a fan of clear plastic rods because even though they are clear, they are not invisible. So instead of trying to make it invisible, I instead chose to hide it. Having the fire breath point down to the ground allowed me to hold the sculpt up without ugly clear rods. This did mean I had to sculpt the fire, but I'm not one to turn down a challenge. Anyway, I focused on sculpting the goat first. Since I'm working with polymer clay, I can fully sculpt the body and then add the fur texture. This allowed me to get the anatomy right before I started working on the fur. I then baked the progress I made so far and started working on the base. I wanted the fire plume to end in a cloud of smoke so that the smoke could act as a base. I started with a cardboard piece that I glued onto the sculpt. I then bulked up the shape with tin foil and put on different sized balls of clay that I blended together afterwards. Finally, I used mineral spirits to smoothen out everything. And then it was time for the witch. At first I thought this would be easy because I wouldn't have to sculpt any clothing. However, it didn't take long to realize that it was actually quite difficult. Without any clothing, I couldn't hide any mistakes in anatomy like I usually do. I had the most difficulty when sculpting the hands and the face. I feel like the hands are a bit too big and the face a bit too small in the end. Then again, I'm very happy with the results, even though I see possibilities for improvement. I attached the witch to the goat and started working on the remaining details. The long scarf, the face and hair, the feet, and I also added some flames coming from the smoke. With that, the sculpt is finished and ready to send off to Noé. Here are some final shots of the Mini. After that, I will show you how I painted Terran's sculpt. First off, please check out Terran's video to see them sculpting this amazing little demon. I absolutely love it. The two faces both have so much personality. For the painting, I decided to start with oil paints. Since we are all making characters from an old oil painting, it kind of made sense to me. It also makes it super easy to create smooth blends and vibrant colors. And after a couple of days, the oil paint was dry, and I put on a layer of matte varnish. I then continued painting highlights with acrylics. I also added some washes and glazes to accentuate the sculpt a bit more. I had so much fun painting someone else's sculpt. It was truly an amazing experience. I normally only paint my own sculpts, and those I practically know by heart because I sculpted all of the details myself. Painting Terran's sculpt felt like a scavenger hunt. I was discovering different details all of the time. I hope to do another collaboration like this sooner than later, and I think Terran and Noé will gladly join. For now, I will leave you with the final shots of this paint job. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.